Yeah, it's not flashing anymore. All right, we're underway. I think we're on game 3 for the day. We got Hoppe, Liermann, and Kevin over here. I'd say, Kevin, if you're watching this right now, look at that three-point shot you just marked. You went down and looked back through him. So you went down and looked back. Think about stepping on the floor the other way so that you can see the gap the opposite direction, which would open up your vision to the whole floor. Because what you just did is you took yourself out of all vision from everything else. That's something we do a lot as officials. I mean, I do it myself sometimes. I go up when I should have went down, or I go down when I should have go up. But just think about where can I get the best angle to see all of the play as it's happening. I got it. Nothing. Good spot mechanic. Just hold, count it, see the play all the way through. Okay. Yikes, dog, yikes. And up, stepping down, good. And up the floor we go. Position on that. I mean, I'll say the same thing. I said, Hoppe, I think the same thing that I was talking to Kevin about. Position yourself so you're looking through the players the other way. It's just easier to see everything because you get a vision of what's going on behind them rather than what's just in front of them. I don't know if I would go that direction with it though. I would keep myself like everything boxed in the whole time. Okay? Hand up, good. So mark your shooter up and down. Mark your shooter up and down. Watch them up to the floor. Okay, just up and down. Good rotation quickly. There you go, Liermann. Way to pick it up. I'm going to get that quicker. Same thing. I mean, all three of you have done the exact same thing so far in this game. You're looking back through the play. You're not able to see anything that goes on inside. So you're taking an angle where you're looking out and up, which takes you completely out of any assistance for any rebounding potential, coverage. Kevin, I don't think that's a foul. I mean, I just tell you, I don't think that's a foul. So, okay, good communication, guys. Good. You're up the floor we go. Keep an angle on things. Now, Kevin, I want you, if you're watching this, to look at your mechanic on that. What did you wipe off? What was the arm wave for? What happened that you waved off? A shot? Well, he didn't shoot the ball right away. Okay? So just think about that as like to see. Dave, I think, Dave, on that last rotation that I think you came across way too late. You could have pumped the brakes about midway through the lane and then backed out. Just something to think about. Now, I get the high school idea of why we do what we do and where we get in position, but I want you to think about, working the lead. Can we back out? That's solid. Be ready to help in that as a C though, Liermann. You gotta be able to just be able to have an opinion if he asks for it. Just the way the body's where he might not have saw. A lot. That's not something you want to go get. That's called. Now, you watch this again. You're going to watch this. And I'm not saying there's not contact. But I want you see the whole play through. Yes, he jumped. Did he displace? Did he impede? Did he cause White from not getting the basketball? I'm not calling that a foul. Unless the kid ends up on the deck. All right, guys. Make sure our eyes are watching stuff off the ball so we don't get ourselves in a bad situation with maybe some illegal screens, things of that nature. Don't bail out, Kevin. You're bailing out a lot. Oh, just stay close, stay engaged. Perception is reality. You're back far away, your whistle becomes unbelievable. You blow your whistle and you're closer and you take a step or two toward the player, that's fine, but when you're don't watch that ball go up. Keep your eyes on the player, up and down. And then vision on the inside, looking in the paint. Balls, I don't care about the ball in the air. I got the shooter up and down. After that, it's all irrelevant. My focus then becomes rebounding. Again, Kevin, you do the same thing. We're going to talk about that at halftime. Because I've seen all three. We have an offensive foul call. I like your mechanic. Just why are we? Okay, so is it a player control foul or is it just a team control foul? All right, the ball is gone. We then run somebody over. Player control or team control? And I might be asking more of a ridiculous question. Oh boy. There we go. That's solid. After conferring on that, yes, we don't want, that's not one we go back to our head on. Like just thinking about it. It's a team control foul. The ball is gone. He's no longer a player in control of the ball. It's just a team control foul because his teammate has the foul. Think of it like a pass and a crash. I pass the ball, I crash and run someone over. It's not an offensive foul. I mean, mechanically wise. I'm being real picky on it. Yeah, we look back a lot, guys. Liermann, I like how wide you're working. I'd like to see you guys kind of work that wide angle a lot more than being always closed down. Good. Good up the floor, good vision. Okay. Look at that hold, though, as he comes through. This is off-ball stuff, guys. Now, when these cutters are cutting through, they're getting held, rerouted all over the place. So, oftentimes, it's difficult, yes, when the ball's in our primary, to pick that stuff up. And that's because we get that tunnel vision. And it kind of goes back to, say, the angle that we look at things. Okay, as these cutters cut through, watch the grabbing and the holding. Oh, not every play, but just keep your eyes. You should have heightened awareness. I know he's squawking about a foul. I mean, yeah, no, maybe you could, maybe not. I would probably pass on that myself. Good. Good looking back over your shoulder. That's good. I mean, Dave, that's good. You're as you're making that curve to the baseline, you're looking back so you still have eye contact on the play that's going to be there. There's a lot of officials that just run to the baseline blindly, and shit happens right behind them. Okay, you didn't do that. You turn your back, you get to see what's coming on behind you. We're going to want to look at that play. It would not have been popular, but here's what I think. I think Blue dove to the floor to grab the basketball, and I think White fell down over the top of him. Now you have to ask yourself a couple of things. Did White get displaced? Was Blue legal? Just something to think about. I mean, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's nothing. That's the angle that I have. Maybe it is nothing. That's the right call, too. Through the 6 hole. Sorry about that. Good. Keep moving up the floor. Whoa, we have a foul. Okay. Nobody knew you blew your whistle. Now, granted, there's a horn and all kinds of other stuff going on. In transition, just run down the floor, bump and run. Good transition. All right. Clearly, possession was changed. Foul on the defense. Blah, 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 blah. Keep going down the floor. That's a good call. Maybe hit that whistle again so that people stop. You guys officiated that one nicely. I mean, we haven't had a lot of rotations because the basketball's just not really dictating it. Okay? What are we looking at right now, Hoppy? What are we looking at? Your eyes right now should have been in the lane that whole possession so far because that's where the action is. It's all about the cutters right now. He's one-on-one on the side with Dan. That is a one-on-one matchup. You can focus on the paint. That's a great block. Good no call, guys. Good patient whistle. 3 ball. Well, that's a foul. Still in the paint. He still hasn't. Now he left. Okay, still going strong. Watch the cutters. Again, off-ball action. All right? Think about rotation right there. Davis, you went across the lane. Great. Your eyes went with you. Look at what you left behind. Okay? Think about that. All right? You're already looking. You might as well be over there, right? That's good. But think about what could have happened right behind you. Traveled. That's a good call. He traveled first. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely a travel. 100%. That's a very, very good call. In a tough spot. Slid through defenders. The defenders got on him, but he did travel. It wasn't a held ball. Look at the holding that's going on, guys. Yeah, we got to clean up some off-ball shit. So far, so good. 3 ball, no good. Up the floor we go, get in front. Good, get to the baseline. Good hustle, guys. Keep the players in front of you. If he's missing a tooth, that's always bloody. So we ask ourselves the question right now. I said, I know when I referee a game, this is just me. Okay, when I referee a game and a kid suddenly has a bloody nose, I ask myself a question. My first thought is, oh shit, did we miss something? Okay, replay the last possession or two in your head. Did we miss an elbow? If we want to have some knowledge. I'm not saying anything happened, that was legal or illegal, but we probably want to ask ourselves that question, like, shit, did we miss something? I'm going to be picky, Kevin. We don't need a 1 minute. There's no one signal here in high school basketball for that. Look at the guys. We gotta see off-ball stuff. My God. You have a very physical game. Okay, last 15 seconds. Finish the half hard. Good if it goes. Halftime. Good. I like it so far, guys. I mean, Dave, you might want to maybe be a step quicker to that rotation. But we have to also feel the game. Like, are they trying to post up, or is it like a post up that's not a post up? Watch that off arm. I'm not saying there's anything there, but watch that off arm. Again, perception sometimes is the reality. So far, so good, guys. Just keep with it. Stay in your zones. Stay on your primaries. Off-ball stuff. Again, just keep thinking that what cleans up a game and makes a solid crew is when you get this stuff off ball and make it happen. What? You guys will see that on film, if that's a foul or not. Like where I'm standing, I would be I could give you no insight. I can say they looked ugly from back here, but the camera angle is going to be much better on that one. Kevin, you cannot be in the paint for a rebound. The only thing you're going to be able to help with in the paint as a lead on a rebound is if the basket is made. That is not helpful. You got to be wide. You want to have an angle looking in. Offensive foul. That's a good call. Slide, shoulder, offensive foul. Absolutely correct. I'm not sure what he's got to argue with you on that. That was clearly a dribble, a slide, and a shoulder, and a punch. That. I would say that's an easy one, but that's definitely the right one. And I like you were calm about it. You're just like arm up, whistle, offensive foul. No big deal. You know, just another foul. Now keep in mind, you know, time, score, things like that right now. We are getting to that, like, it's a 20-point game. Like, then you start getting chippy when they're losing. A good foul call. Now my question be for you, Dave, is were you ready to put Aaron in a whistle if he didn't have a foul? That would be my only question. Did you process in your head, yep, I'm going to blow my whistle too? Or be ready to blow my whistle? I'm okay with that. It's a good play on. I mean, I really don't have a problem with not having a whistle on that. I actually like it, to be honest with you. What's up? What? Except they foul a lot. So have you guys watched, as you review this whole game, I know like now we're in the second half, I want you just to kind of go back and think like, how is our foul selection on ball handler, dribbler contact? How are the hands? How are the chucks, the pushes, the shoves? You know, that kind of stuff. Okay, the drive didn't should spin, we have a whistle, okay. So, you know, I was just thinking, looking at this again, and I just said to Doug the same thing here as we're watching. Like, they came up the floor, handsy, hit, foul, no whistle. We get on the other way, the kid does a spin move, kind of falling away. There's contact, no doubt, but we have a whistle. But I just want you to think about, yes, it's on the offensive play or whatever, but just keep in perspective, like, that's a foul. Okay. Now, that's literally the same exact thing they did on the last trip down the floor before that. This was more obvious and more extreme, but literally the same thing. Did we not see the grab? Did we see the stuff that's going on here? Now we're starting to see the off-ball stuff. That's good. But here's what's going to happen. Here's what we're going to look at. We have a push out here. That's fine and dandy. What about the massive hold under the basket? If this was the men's game, we would go to the monitor and they would say, oh, hook and hold. Because we're not watching everything up and down. Our vision gets off. We're worried about up rather than what's right in front of us on the floor. Offensive foul. We missed that one. That's a shoulder and an arm out. Absolutely.
No, I wouldn't have.
Why would you not have?
Because Lou has been hammering the whole time. Agreed?
Yeah, does it make it right?
Yeah, but
Did he take his arm and drop shoulder and this and this? Did he gain an advantage and score? Remember, I mentioned earlier, if you were watching, the time, the score, chippiness starts to build. Now we start to have the chippiness start to build. We have to think about that. Nine minutes left, guys. Keep working hard. Off-ball stuff. Push, okay, good. Off-ball stuff. You know, Liermann, did you have a good view at that as well? That would be a question I would ask. You're looking in on that stuff. Like, yes, the lead has foul calls like that. Absolutely. But a lot of our off-ball rebounding fouls from the behind, the pushes, they come from the back. Yeah, he violated, I guess. See, this is what I'm talking about. That is a foul, sure, maybe. But if that's a foul, I want you to think about all the other contact that you had that happened on every ball handler or dribbler the whole game. And I want you to tell me if that right here at the 7-minute mark in a 25-point game is as severe as some of the contact that we have allowed up until this point. Like I said, I'm not saying it's not a foul. That's not what I'm saying at all. In fact, I think it is a foul. He stuck his hand there, he hit him, it's fine. My question again is, if we look at the entire game, was that foul called the whole time? That was good officiating of the post there. That was really good officiating of the post. Now, I want you to watch this, guys. See how he came up the floor and he tried to dribble into the defender? And I'm not saying like into, I'm saying like he tried to almost hip check him. I want you to think about that as like, if that gets more severe, could you have an offensive foul on that? Like, he's trying to get contact, absolutely. But could we maybe, if something more happens, could we go like, no, dude, you can't do that. You suck your butt into him on purpose. All right, last 3 minutes, guys. Let's not lose our focus on things. Let's make sure we know the subs are there. I know it's tough, though. The clock's not paying attention. There's no whistles and horns and all, but let's have knowledge and be ready. Is that what it was?
It's a cramp. Yeah, he had a cramp. I might have called a full on 19 through.
Nope.
21. He just threw 44 to the baseline. 21 lights is frustrated.
It's the same thing, guys, that off-ball stuff, the rebounding stuff. I said, no, we're talking to him right now, but like we should have that in our head, like, you know. Why does the clock stop? Why does the clock stop?
What?
Why does the clock stop?
God, it's 2 minutes. That's why we're an hour and a half behind.
I got nothing on that, guys. Yeah, they're just chippy and shitty right now. Using the hips, that's a good call. Use his hip. Okay, you don't need to put your hands up though, Kevin. It's just a foul. Use your voice. Bonus. You don't need to show everybody in the gym that you were in the 1-on-1. I said, we know. Like when we turn around, now we can tell our partners it's bonus. If we just say bonus, that's fine. Use your voice in that situation. That's just, I think it looks better. As we already know we're in the bonus. Now, boop, foul, bonus throws. You know, but we have to kind of know that in our head. Yep. And the foul fest continues. Stay with it so nothing bad happens. And they just keep coming. Okay, good. They're going to hold it off. The game is done. They're just going to hold it off. Good. Good job. I said things to think about, off ball, things like that.